Purpose is birthed in the place of encounter. Identity is birthed in the place of encounter. We need that place of encounter.
You are not behind. You are becoming. Welcome to Becoming. May you leave here better than you came.
None of us will ever forget that crazy thing we went through in 2020. COVID was miserable, but one thing I really appreciated about that time was that everything got so much more slow and so much more quiet. Life was so hectic, and all of a sudden, it got pared away to a much simpler framework. During that time, I can recall some of my most unique and memorable encounters with the Lord. It was like I was shut in with Him, away from the outside world. No distraction, nowhere to go, just Him and I. Now that the world has all come back online, so did the distraction, so did the busy schedule, so did all the things. It can be so difficult to navigate a healthy balance of these things daily. And if we're not intentional, we can make the mistake of missing out on the most important things. Psalm 27, starting at verse 4 says, "The one thing I ask of the Lord, the thing I seek most, is to live in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, delighting in the Lord's perfections and meditating in His temple. For He will conceal me there when troubles come. He will hide me in His sanctuary. He will place me out of reach on a high rock. Then I will hold my head high above my enemies who surround me. At His sanctuary, I will offer sacrifices with shouts of joy, singing and praising the Lord with music. Hear me as I pray, O Lord. Be merciful and answer me." And verse 8, "My heart has heard you say, 'Come and talk with me.' And my heart responds, 'Lord, I am coming.'" There's something about the presence of the Lord. David understood that if he didn't have anything else in this world, if he had the presence, he was okay. If he could just be with the Lord, if he could just steal away and have a closeness, an intimacy with the Lord, he would be all right. He would be safe away from the enemies. He would be okay if he could just find his way into the presence. And I love the last piece that says, "My heart has heard you say, 'Come talk to me.' And my heart responds, 'Lord, I am coming.'" The Lord has such a desire to talk to us, to be with us, to commune with us. But at times, it can be very, very difficult for us to make time. It is a daily fight, I'm telling you. But the place of encounter, the place of His presence, is not meant to be for special occasions. It's not meant to be for a special event. It is not a physical place. It is a person, the person of Jesus. It is a place of daily refuge and exchange. It is the daily desire to see Jesus. And the beauty of this space is that while you are looking for Jesus and He is looking for you, He both shows Himself to you and also shows you. 2 Corinthians 3:18 says, "And we all with unveiled face, continually seeing as in a mirror the glory of the Lord, are progressively being transformed into His image from one degree of glory to even more glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit." So when we come face to face with the Lord in the place of His presence, the place of encounter, it is like being in front of a mirror. We see Him and He also shows us Himself. While we are looking at this reflection, this back and forth exchange, we are changing. Our glory is changing. Things are being transformed within us by the power of His Spirit. The place of encounter is also a place of wrestling. This is a place where you come and do business with the Lord. You bring Him your issues of life, your challenges with identity. You bring Him your difficulties, your questions. Things change in the place of encounter. Jacob wrestled with the angel, and his name was changed from Jacob, a trickster, a supplanter, to Israel. Genesis 32 verse 24 says, "So Jacob was left alone. A man came and wrestled with him until daybreak. When the man saw he had not prevailed against Jacob, he touched his hip, and Jacob's hip was dislocated." Verse 27 says, "So he asked him, 'What is your name?' And he said, 'Jacob.' And he said, 'Your name shall no longer be Jacob, but Israel, for you have struggled with God and with men and have prevailed.'" There is a place of encounter with God where you wrestle with him. You are telling him, "Lord, I think I'm this." And he says, "No, you are this." "Lord, I don't want to do this thing," but you must do it. "Lord, I have my own plan, but my plans are better." This is a place of wrestling. And it is when you prevail, when you can stay, when you can wait to make it through to the end, you'll see the benefit of that encounter. You'll see the blessing at that encounter. The place of his presence is a place of exchange. You lay down what you have, and he gives you what he has. Exodus 34 verse 29 talks about Moses. Moses going down to Mount Sinai, carrying the 2 stone tablets inscribed with the terms of the covenant. And he wasn't aware that his face had become radiant because he had spoken to the Lord. He had spent so much time with God that the very glory of the Lord began to change his countenance. His face began to look different. Can you imagine a home makeover because you spent time with the Lord? It got to the point that Moses began to wear a veil. He began to wear a veil. The guy was shining so much. When you have been in the place of encounter, no one can argue or debate away your experience. Nobody can tell you you've not met the Lord. You didn't hear what you hear, saw what you saw, experienced what you experienced. You have been with the Lord, and it shows. The place of encounter is the Lord separating you unto himself. This is the time he will rebuke, correct, guide, put things back where they need to be. We cannot forsake the place of daily encounter. We need that daily encounter with the Lord. Purpose is birthed in the place of encounter. Identity is birthed in the place of encounter. We need that place. It is not set aside for special events, for big moments and big moves. Yes, there's time for that. But in the stillness, in the daily, quiet, consistent call, like David will be able to say, "My heart has heard you say, 'Come and talk with me.' And my heart responds, 'Lord, I am coming.'" Bible says, "Surely the Lord does nothing without first revealing it to his servants, the prophets." There are things he wants to tell us, secrets he wants to give us. There are things that the Lord wants to give us insight on. But if we are just doing drive-by time, we may miss out on that opportunity. Trust me, I know it is difficult, but there's something there in that daily encounter with him. So let's prioritize that space. Let's make time, make room for him. He's waiting. Until next time, be blessed and be a blessing.